Through this chapter, you will learn about the monitoring interface, alarm settings, and monitoring precautions. You can see sensor readings, trend arrow, and glucose graph on the glucose monitoring main page. Sensor readings mean glucose level. The color of the glucose trend arrow means various glucose ranges. For example, the orange arrow means the glucose level is above 250 mg per deciliter. Trend arrow means where and how fast the glucose level is heading. The arrow goes upward means the glucose is rising. The arrow goes downward means the glucose is falling. When the double arrows go upward, means that glucose is rising very fast, more than 2 mg per deciliter every minute. A graph of glucose readings lets you understand how your glucose change. You can see this table to understand the glucose trend arrows reflecting your glucose readings and how fast they are changing. The CGM alerts you if your glucose levels are low, high, or have a signal loss. This allows you to take action to avoid adverse events before they happen. 1. Hyper or hypo alert. 2. Urgent low alarm, sensor reading is lower than 54 mg per deciliter. 3. No signals temporarily alerts. Hyper or hypo alert happens when the glucose level is out of the set target range. Tap OK if you have symptoms that do not match the iFree sensor reading, or suspect the sensor reading may be inaccurate. Check the reading by performing a fingerstick test using a blood glucose meter and perform calibration. When blood glucose levels are too high or too low, corrective actions need to be taken. An urgent low alarm happens when the sensor reading is below 54 mg per deciliter. Perform a fingerstick test using a blood glucose meter. If your glucose is very low, this is an emergency. Take corrective actions immediately. The alarm will repeat every 30 minutes until the glucose reading is within the target range. When the CGM is too far away from the display device or when there is an obstacle, such as a wall in between, you will receive a no signals temporarily alerts. Keep your CGM and display device within 6 meters or 20 feet. Make sure the Bluetooth is turned on. The CGM app must always be running in the background. Never close or quit the app. After showering or swimming, use a towel to dry the device off.